Hi guys, welcome back. This is Arif Shakur and today I'm going to teach you another type of phrase, that is verb phrase. Last time I taught you a noun phrase and I hope there is no problem. But if you have, you can ask me in the comment section below. Now, before starting our topic, verb phrase, let me explain the difference among these three things: verb, verb phrase, and a phrasal verb. Now, verb is simply one word: look, go, eat, have, play, watch, jump. These are all verbs. Verb phrase, when we have or when we use an auxiliary verb with the main verb, we get a verb phrase. Now, we have three types of auxiliary verbs: modal auxiliary verb, principal auxiliary verb, and semi-modal auxiliary verb. Now, sometimes we can have one auxiliary verb, sometimes we can have two auxiliary verbs, sometimes we can have three auxiliary verbs, like in this sentence. Now, let me convert the verb into verb phrase. B looked. Here B stands for is, am, are, was, were. Now, when we have a third form of a verb after be, that is called a passive voice. Now, in passive voice, we have be plus third form of the verb. It means that we have an auxiliary plus main verb. This is called a verb phrase. Now, in active voice, be plus looking is MR. Ali is looking for a job. Kamran is looking after his parents. Have, here have stands for have, has, and had. Present perfect tense, past perfect tense, and also future perfect tense. So, after have, we have a third form of the verb, looked. And this is called verb phrase because auxiliary verb plus main verb. In future, I have used one of the modal auxiliary verbs. We have many modal auxiliary verbs such as will, would, can, could, shall, should, may, might. I'm using just one of them. Will, look. Now this is future tense. In future we have auxiliary verb will and then we have a main verb. So auxiliary verb plus main verb is called a phrasal verb. Now in future perfect continuous tense we have three helping verbs: will, have, been, looking, blah, blah, blah. Now, helping verb, helping verb, helping verb, and main verb. And as a whole, they make one verb phrase. And in future perfect tense, we have two auxiliary verbs and one main verb: will, have, looked. Now, I hope there is no problem. But if you have, you can ask me anytime. Now, let me explain a phrasal verb. Now, verb phrase, when we have auxiliary verb and a main verb, and in phrasal verb, we start with the main verb. We don't look at an auxiliary verb. After main verb, when we have a preposition or adverb or both of them, that is called a phrasal verb. Now, phrasal verb has a different meaning from the verb itself. Now, here, look. Look means to seem, to appear. But when we use a preposition or adverb or sometimes both of them, the meaning of look will be changed. For example, look for. Now, for is here is a preposition and it has a different meaning. Look for means to search, to find. Ali is looking for a job. Kamran is looking for his watch. Look over, to check. Look after, to take care of someone. Look at, to see. Look at me. Look at the whiteboard. Look down on, and so on. Now, in a sentence, we can have a verb and a phrasal verb we can have a verb phrase and also a phrasal verb in one sentence. Let me give you an example. Here is an example. Ali has been looking for a job. Let's find out verb phrase and also a phrasal verb. Now, find the main verb first. So the main verb is looking. Now, if we have an auxiliary verb before main verb, that will make a verb phrase. So in this case, we have present perfect continuous tense. So we have two helping verbs. Has is an auxiliary verb. Been is also an auxiliary verb. So auxiliary verb plus main verb is called verb phrase. Now, after the main verb, look for a preposition or an adverb or both of them. In this case, we have for. For is a preposition. Now here, look doesn't have its own meaning, which is to seem. It has a different meaning because we have added a preposition here. So main verb plus preposition with a different meaning is called phrasal verb. Now, if you have any kind of questions, you can ask me in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.